If it's Turi here, so I know it's been forever, right? I never knew I would miss this particular space, this couch, sitting here and just vibing with you guys. Um, it's been 3 months since I last put out a new episode on the Triple A vlog. But hey, I'm here now, so let's get right into it. To my old subscribers, thank you so much for sticking around. Thank you for the unsubscribing. Thank you for checking out. If you're new on this space, welcome to the Triple F channel where we'll talk about food, friendship, and of course, family. Do well to subscribe and also leave a comment, like this video, and share with your friends, family, and any. This gist is about adult friendships. Yes. So personally, I feel like keeping friends as an adult is way harder than it was as children, as teenagers. I mean, especially in Nigeria, you agree with me that adult friendships is hard work. It is effort. You have to be intentional, you have to be deliberate. Every single time we hear people say, we just grew apart, it's not like something major happened. It's not like, oh, I felt you betrayed me. There was no trigger. The friendship just ended. People grow apart every time. And if there is something that is very common at the beginning of the year, you hear people say, I'm going to cut off this person. I'm going to cut off that person. Yeah, actually, I don't know if they're using motor saw, they're using knives or machete to do this cutting. I don't know if you were part of those who cut off friends at the beginning of the year. Me, I did not. But really, when I hear people say I'm going to cut off this person, I don't want to have anything to do with this person, I just want to keep my circle small, that kind of me, myself, and I, stay low key. I'm going to root for who roots for me. I'm going to support who supports me. One thing usually comes to mind. Now, the hardest part for me, the hardest part of adult friendship is having an accountability partner, being accountable to somebody. And before you choose someone to be your accountability partner, it means you trust this person's judgment. You trust the person to a certain level. You trust that they are not biased. You trust that they don't say things based on sentiments or emotions. You trust that they're very, very objective, right? Good. So you have an accountability partner, somebody who helps you keep track on a set goal or something you've told yourself you want to do. So the person is like an alarm clock that reminds you from time to time to keep you on track. Or maybe someone that you choose to be vulnerable with every single time you find yourself in a mess. Every single time you've done something wrong, someone you can always go back to, talk to the person, and the person will tell you the truth as it is without sugarcoating it. That is even the part I really want us to gist about. So I hope that of all the people you chose to cut off this year, you did not cut them off because they refused to massage your ego. You did not cut them off because, they were blunt. For every single time you reach out to them that you are in a mess, or for every single time you do something wrong, you consider this person your accountability partner, and then you reach out to them and then they tell you as it is, and you get offended, you get angry. You're like, why don't you always support me? See, the truth is, as a person, when you mess up, when you've done something wrong, something you're not proud of, the guilt is eating you up inside, And you also know that if you pick up your phone to call this person you are accountable to, you can already imagine, you can already, predict what their reaction is going to be because you know them, you know how they are going to react. You know that if it comes to them giving you commendation, giving you a pat on the back, they will do it when you've done well. And you also know that if it comes to them chastising you, scolding you because you've messed up big time, they will also give it to you. Like they'll dish it out. And it doesn't mean they don't love you. On the contrary, it's because they have your best interest at heart. But because you don't see it from that side, especially when it comes to do with relationship. So you're reaching out to your girl and you expect her to help you cuss out on the guy. When in reality, you are the one who has messed up. You did wrong. But because she's supposed to be your friend, she should take sides with you without actually telling you the truth and what you ought to do to correct that mistake. I don't know if you get. Another thing I've also observed is if you're the type of person that when you're reproached or scolded about something you have done, you always feel upset, you get angry, you don't like to hear the truth. People in your circle would tend to always tell you what they think you want to hear, you love to hear, rather than what you should actually hear. And chances are there is something they're gaining from that relationship. So they will do whatever it takes to play by your rules because of maybe the monitoring gain they're getting. They don't want to lose that. So when you reach out to them and you're venting, even though you are wrong, like it's clear as day that you have messed up, you shouldn't have, they will tell you, hey, you're right, you're very correct. And guess what? They're not helping you. But you were the one who put them in that position. Because time and time again, they've tried to make you do the right thing. They've tried to make you see things from their perspective. But no, you get coconut head. You feel like you're always the victim, not the other person. I really hope that in your circle of friends, you have people who genuinely have your interests at heart, people who are not scared, to say it as it is, especially when you need to be accountable to them. People who are not scared to say, well done, to commend you, to cheer you on, to applaud you when you've done right. At the same time, people who are not scared to reproach you when you have gotten yourself in a messy situation. Because if you expect these people to commend you, to blow your trumpet when you've done right, then also expect them to dish out the hard truth, the bitter truth, which you don't want to hear when you've gone sideways. You can't have one and not have the other. Yes. So you might actually want to reevaluate your friendships. I feel like for most people, they love the idea of being accountable to someone. Something that they just want to play around with English. Oibo. But in reality, I'm not sure they are equal to the task. If you actually know what it means to be accountable to someone, then you will brace up, my dear. You will brace up. That's it for today. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching today's episode. Don't forget to let me know in the comment section if you have an accountability partner, how you react to, chastisement or scolding from your friends, especially when you've messed up. And if at all, did you cut off anyone this year? What did the person do? Are you sure you're not at fault? Are you sure the way the person reacted or how the person has been with you all this years is not as a result of how you have treated them or how you have reacted, to their opinions about certain things? So share with me in the comment section, and also share this video with your friends, your loved ones, and your enemies, and I'll see you on the next episode. Bye.